Yeah, no, that was like my mentor friend.
Excuse me? My friend wants a photo with you.
Yeah, that's cool.
You want me to take it, Niall? Yeah, let's all take a photo.
Yeah, just snap like a selfie or something.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Michael Tate, that was my mentor though.
Alright, come on. I want to cook it in it. Wait, how do you do that? Wow, you're amazing.
No problem. Yeah, Michael Tate, that was my mentor though. Like, I mean, yeah, it hurt to see that, but it's like, bro, I seen little things where he was doing. I'm like, okay, it could be like that. When I say he ain't do none of that, like, I was standing on business, bro. I wasn't going for that. I was standing on business. I wasn't trying to be all up in his face. I mean, I speak to him. I mean, I got his number and all that, but like, I ain't even trying to get involved with it. You know what I'm saying? But like, it hit me when I was like, I seen him all on the news. I was like, what the hell going on? Next thing you know, I'm like, oh man. But like, he was a friendly guy, you know, friendly, hugging everybody and all that, but he ain't never tried no weird junk with me though, period. And like, even if like he was or somebody was trying to I'd be like, you can get so weak out. Like that's just something else. Hang him, boy. Oh my god, look at this wrist one. That's the one that hooked me up with all that stuff over there. But like for real, when it comes to Michael Tate, like if he would have tried to press up and do all that and press up on me, nigga, I would have been like, if you don't get your weak ass. Toby Mac, he was around. I think he walked past me like one time, and that was it. But Toby seemed like a cool guy. You gotta understand, everybody got demons. The only thing I ain't like about Christian music is that they cover their demons up, bro. They cover them up, and then they bash everybody else for stuff that they doing. That was the only thing I ain't like about Christian music. And it was crazy because I used to always say like Newsboys and Michael Tate, one of the realest groups. So when that came out, I was like, dang. But at the end of the day, like they was telling me, come to the mansion, come to Michael Tate mansion. They did invite me. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga, do you ever see me? I post everywhere I go. I've been to mansion parties. You ain't never seen me post at Michael Tate mansion, nigga, because I ain't go. And then you gotta think, I wanted to go because I was like, what, 18, I think? No, I was 22. I was 22, almost at 17. Then people was like, oh, you were a victim. No, So I was like 22. I just got married at 21. I was 22. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna bring, because look, even when I got invited, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring my wife. But that don't mean I'm spending the night. That just means we pulling up to the function and we sliding. I ain't about to spend the night in another nigga crib, bro. I don't care how big the crib is. Unless it's like some work or business and grind, not just to go chill with somebody. Oh, can I spend a night? Hell no. Now, if it's like an Airbnb or we recorded music or something, but I feel people vibes, bro. I ain't on it. So that you got to think the reason I ain't get invited back to the crib again, because I always had my wife with me at the time when I was married. I always had one of my homeboys with me, and we wasn't going, bro. I was impressionable. Oh my god, bro. That's the thing. I've been around Hollywood. I've been around all of it. And I don't be going for that, bro. Like whenever people get on that, bro, I be like, damn, I'm not gonna do it. See them on here, I'm like, bro. I done been around all that. I done been around all that Hollywood. I'm like, man, I'm out when that junk happens. Trust me, I done been invited to some of that stuff. I've been invited to some of them Diddy type parties. I don't be on there, bro, but like, when I get that vibe, I'm out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When I get that vibe, I'm out the door. Any vibe I get, I'm gone, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I'm like, if that's what people on, that's what they on, but not me, bro. I love attractive and beautiful women. God, I love to be around people that's getting money, that's hustling, that's grinding. But when it come all that extra junk, bro, that's what you do. That you don't try to involve or force me in it. I do think he was, because I ain't gonna lie, I think he was a real Christian for sure. But I think the only thing is he in entertainment. Michael Tate was in entertainment, which means that his money and his future was tied up in his public image. So let's say like, and that's the thing about Christian music. I do believe he believed God. I do believe he was following God. Like I felt it, his energy. He was just kind and loving everybody. Bro, I see this nigga leave a line to go hug a kid that was crippled, that was a fan. And that's why I heard me like, man, bro, getting canceled for real. I'm like, I didn't know he was being canceled like that. But I'm like, I would see him leave. Security would be like, yo, make sure y'all Trey, make sure you stay with him and all that, like, cause he trying to go and like meet the fans. I'm like, no, I'll walk with him, whatever. So then we go out there and then he hugging all his fans, and I'm like, the security like, or the manager, not security, the manager like, Trey, like help him get back to the bus, cause he get lost and he care about the fans. I'm like, man, I came for it, but I'm like, hey, the manager wants you back, the manager wants you back. But I think when it's tied into his public image, there's certain stuff you gotta hide, certain stuff you can't do because it's tied to your career. Bro, he is multi-millionaire off of Christian music. So you can't let certain secrets come out. And let's believe people holding each other down. Yeah, no, CCM, bro. Nigga, when I was doing church rap gigs, bro, I was getting paid 3 bands a show, bro. $1,000 to $3,000 a show, bro. They not paying me that in these regular concerts. Unless it's a school gig. They not paying you that. The only way you make that money out in the real world is like merchandise. Or if you build a hard fan base that buy tickets. And low key, I did make that money when I started doing my own shows. Look, let me take it back. But I ain't get booked for that. I was making, you know, a couple thousand a night. Oh yeah, how you feeling? You doing right? Oh yeah. But like I was making a couple thousand like each day I did a show. But that's because I had my own fans. But a lot of them fans came from the Christian music, so they stopped supporting me once I became more like mainstream and started doing what I'm doing now. Yeah, no, your pastor's pro for sure. Let me see. Indie Tribe, I mean, I ain't never really been around Indie Tribe. I mean, I've been around Ruslan, who signed John Keith. But Ruslan real religious. I ain't gonna lie, that's why I be watching. Me and Ruslan used to be real cool. He signed John Keith back in the day, and John Gibbs and all them. But Ruslan, like, that's the thing. He real religious, bro. He is religious. But I can't, at this point, I can't do nothing but respect it. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't do nothing but respect it at this point. Because I'm like, all this stuff coming out, you know, I'm like, man, he's irritating, bro. He's too lit. But I'm like, I can't do nothing but respect it because he do stand on what he believes in. To the point I was like, man, like him and Ruslan got into it with my man's Rolo Tomasi. He do like real cool stuff with like NG Tate. Ruslan, who is like one of the biggest Christian YouTubers right now, which was one of my homeboys, like we did some interviews. He helped me learn how to press my merchandise. Man, he got into it with my other homie. I still talk to Rolo when I go to Vegas and do the videos with the models and stuff, like the podcast. So when they got into it, I'm like, that was crazy.
No, the food's not good.
I don't think Michael Tate gonna have no career. These good questions. I'm gonna have to clip this for real. I don't think Michael Tate will have no career. Same with Gabi. Y'all remember when Gabi got caught doing the, he was like, what was he doing? Wasn't Gabi like cheating on his wife or something like that? Gabi was cheating on his wife or something like that. But he got caught doing that. Killed his whole career, bro. Killed his whole career, bro. Like, and you gotta think, a lot of them was doing that behind the scenes. He just the one where you had the one girl come out and be like, oh, he was cheating. Man, if you living in a regular world, you know how it is, man. You got a main girl and you got a female that you kicking it with, and you ignore her like she was just a side piece, bro. For sure, she gonna go out and start leaking messages and all that. You know how many times I done been through something like that? But the thing is, I don't pretend to be all like, I'm celibate. Oh my God. Until I find another wife, I'm pure. I'll be like, man, look, I got a little shorty, and if you cool with that and you want to pull up too, pull up. You feel me? Like, that's the thing, bro. Like, with Michael Tate, I don't think he ever... I never heard nothing about Toby Mac. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Toby stayed out the way. I ain't gonna lie. Toby Mac's smart. Toby Mac is smart. He stayed out the way. He never got in the mix. So even if he is, whatever he got going on, he stayed out the way. He stayed out the mix. I never seen like Toby Mac into nothing. Because he stayed out the way. It's the people that want to dangle. It's the people that want to be seen. It's the people that want to be in people's face that get caught up. Why y'all think I've been around all these celebrities and I ain't popping like that? I'm not like